Hi there, I'm just putting the finishing touches to a movie I did the other day about the Deus 2, which I did with Catherine Lang, founder member of the detectinghub.co.uk. I've been using a Deus for about 6 years, Kath's been using a Deus for about 6 or 7 years, and has been using the Deus 2 for about 3 weeks. So she's pretty much got the measure of that machine as well. So she was the perfect person to do this video with. And I wanted to just know for myself what all the fuss about this new machine is. I love the Deus more than anything. I've spent 6 years learning to use it. Do I really want to move on to a new machine now? Well, this is what I wanted to find out. When I look at this footage, well, firstly, it's not really about metal detecting at all. It's Tasci. It's mainly about him, who is feeling exhausted from his exertions that day. But when we are actually detecting, it was a very interesting day, I've got to say, as you will see. We didn't get particularly technical, but I didn't want to get particularly technical. I just wanted to see just generally how both machines worked side by side. If you want in-depth comparisons over loads of different settings and modes, then this probably isn't the video for you. This is just my impressions on first comparing the two machines. I was using the hot program number 9, reactivity lowered to 2.5, which is basically my go-to settings, 17 kilohertz, full tones, always with the Deus Lite, full tones, in my opinion. No point in using it if you're not using full tones. Kath was using general program, I believe, number 1, on full tones as well. And that's really all you need to know. So welcome to part 1 of this comparison, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy Tasci's tomfoolery. Hi there and welcome back, and welcome for the first time if you haven't been here before. I'm doing something slightly different today, and I'm really looking forward to it, because I know someone who's got one of these, and it's a Deus 2. And not only has she got a Deus 2, but she's been using the Deus 1 for about 7 or 8 years, I believe, previous to this. So we're with someone today who really knows their onions, and we're going to have a really nice time. She's with Tasci chasing. Tasci, come here, come on. I'm just on this pasture to start off with, just doing our own thing and having a dig and seeing what we can find. But at the same time, we're going to mark out a few bits and pieces to test both machines. But it's not going to be an all-day test. It's predominantly going to be metal detecting. Kath, will you come in? And I'd like to introduce you to Kath, a founder member of the Detecting Hub. And I said you've been using this for 7 or 8 years. How long?
About 6 or 7.
6 or 7 with the Deus?
Yeah.
And you've had this for how long?
3 weeks.
Right, so not only, so you've been using it, so you've ironed out all the teething problems that you had with it.
Yeah.
And were there teething problems with it?
I struggled with the audio to start with, and knowing which of the programs to go on, really. Yeah. And now, once you just get used to it, it's fine.
Now, I ordered these. I'm going to use these much more often now, because I bought them off Amazon. Look.
What colour am I?
Whichever you choose.
I'll have yellow.
You have yellow.
Okay.
You've got 5 flags.
Okay.
Taz, come here. Come on.
We've got flags.
You've got 5 flags. Now, I'd like you to, in a perfect world, just to mark out a few testing ones that you think that might struggle with.
Yeah.
And then a few easy ones just to see what they're doing, comparing them, and we'll just see how we get on.
And it will be very interesting to see how many your Tasci steals.
Do you know what? One of the reasons I haven't used these before is because he bloody does just puts them out the ground. So we'll just see, and if he's a pain, we'll just tie him off.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. So yeah, let's get on with it. See how we get on.
Brilliant.
Come on, Taz. Gosh, she's having so much fun. So you don't bring your dogs out at all?
Oh God, no! One of them runs off. The other one I could, but she'd get bored.
Yeah. Come on, Taz. Come on. Well, we haven't got very far, but we're supposed to go our separate directions. Kath reckons there's something here that would test us already, so we've stopped. I'm not getting enough out of this that I would dig with the Deus 1. I don't find, I can eke out something slightly there, and there's iron there, but with I'm going to be completely honest, I would not, if I was going over that I wouldn't stop. but Kath has found this. Are you getting any readout on your thing?
I was getting 81, 79.
If I'd had the box, I don't think a number would have come up. It was too faint. We're rather worried about our flags and Tasky stealing them, so we'll see what happens. Okay.
Anyway, I think.
Okay, how interesting. Can I have a quick go with this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, that's opened it up for me too.
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't strong enough for me to have stopped in the first place. But I would dig it now, but I wouldn't have to start off with. Yeah, God. I'm not. No, I'm not getting anything here.
Right, that's the iron. Sorry.
Tasky's got one of your flags.
Yeah, it's coming up at 30 odd now.
Okay. That's sounding nice now.
It could be gold. Where do you think it is?
I think it's just on the
Right,
side here. Do you think it's gold?
So,
It's definitely there. There's definitely something there. Well, we'll leave Kath to this one, okay, and we'll come back later. Well, Tasky's having the time of his life on these huge grassy fields. There's obviously loads of nice smells around. And I've just got a signal here, which I'm going to put my first flag in, because it's not stupidly wispy, but there's just enough that I'd be interested to see if the Deus 2 gives a bit of a better readout. Yes, there. Tas, come on! I think it's that one there. It's sounding a bit irony. Now, we'll see how long these flags last. I suspect Tasky will go around hoovering them up, but I'm going to put them in quite low. Hopefully I'll catch him on one and then we can put him off. I see Kath has already laid down a marker. Well, it's so nice to be somewhere new. Really kind of Catherine to ask me down here. Lovely big open green fields, and I've got a lovely signal here, which is every metal detector would pick that up, I'm sure. But I just want to see how that sounds on her machine. So I'm going to flag it. Tasky's not eaten them all yet. So Kath's got 2 down and I've got 2 down. I'm going to use these more often. This is going to save me so much time having flags everywhere. I'm going to flag everything and then record it all in one go. No, I'm not. I thought about doing that before. I think it's more fun for everything if you're doing things as and when they happen during the day. I think it is more spontaneous. If I staked everything out the whole time and did one after the other, I think one would lose the feel of it being sort of on the moment. What is it?
I don't know, it might be a job. Might actually require a glove removal.
Is it hammered?
Yeah.
Well done.
Short.
And you said it wasn't particularly deep?
It was right about an inch down.
Oh, really? It was well done. It's a short cross.
Yeah.
A full one.
Yeah.
Good, Kath, jolly good.
And
not very deep. You told me not to dig the shallow ones.
Normally it's rubbish. Normally that would be full. I was shocked.
Well done. And that was presumably very obvious.
It's an obvious 72.
Yeah.
But, and I say I don't normally go by numbers, but I would have thought that was foil, if anything.
Really? This little dog's having such a lovely day. How many full short crosses have you found?
12, 15.
Really?
Probably.
That's jolly nice, well done. This is one I definitely want to flag, as it's pretty iffy on this machine. I've completely lost it, which is really annoying. I think it's there. That's definitely borderline Deus 1. So I'll be interested to see how the 2 picks that up.
So it's a bit croaky. It's probably nothing actually, this. Just interesting.
I'm finding the ground a bit falsy, I've got to say. Do you here?
No.
I've dug a couple which have either been coke or very deep iron, and I've given up. Just wispy with a Deus one, just wispy ones.
Well, let me have a listen to them and see if I can tell.
Okay. Look at the bottom of that coil, so clean.
Ah. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm not sure I could be dealing with that noise.
Well, I have to say, it doesn't sound quite like that.
Tass, come here. Come on.
Oh, do you know what it is? The 3rd musket ball of the
Oh,
day.
is it really? How deep was it?
Check the depth of this. Full pinpointer, so 9 inches.
Yeah, nice sound. But we wouldn't have missed that with my one, would we?
No, I doubt it. But it sounded weird.
What, musket balls should sound really clear and dingy, shouldn't they?
Yeah, and they do normally.
Yeah.
So,
How funny. Is there anything, maybe some iron around it?
yeah, probably. This is probably another musket ball, but I could be wrong. But this is definitely one the Deus would get. But it'd just be interesting to see how it sounds differently. So I'll flag this one. These flags bend.
Right, we've got a slightly more obvious one here, hopefully. I'll show you how it sounds on mine first. Nice wispy-ish target. I dig that every day, I don't know what it is. What do you think, just where that yellow thing is? You're picking it up better.
Lovely.
Is it? And just for numbers, even though I don't agree with them?
83, 84.
Okay. But it could be a musket ball.
I'm going to go regular lead, irregular lead.
I think Kath got me down here to clear up her field from all the musket balls. It was a war site apparently, so... Yeah. Do you want to have a go? Still in there?
Definitely. Changing.
That's not the prettiest sound.
It's definitely changing. There might be more than one target though.
It's absolutely couldn't be more central if we tried. Quite deep for some, I mean, I was expecting it to be this sort of depth. You definitely got a better response than I did on. Right, it's there. Can you put, what does it sound like now? Oh, it's ugly though. Let's have...
Isn't just pretty as much as the Deus.
I would say that was a coin.
I have to say it sounds coin-like and numbers are coin-like now.
You were right, misshapen lead. Lead blob.
It's not anything, is it?
Don't think so, sadly. It looks like a mend of sorts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But, what are we looking? 9 inches, no real surprise, gave a good signal because it was big lead. And Deus 2 definitely gave better signal on that. This is number 3. Ding ding, round 3. I can't remember, this is one of mine, how we...
It is number 3.
What are you thinking from the...
Aluminium tinfoil rubbish.
Yeah. What number is it giving you?
41-ish.
Now, Kath's a pasture specialist. I am not, as you know. I don't know what it is. Kath's saying it's rubbish. I would dig that. Would you dig it?
I would dig it.
But the Deus 2 was not being very hopeful. Sounding nicer now.
It is. Do you want me to pick it up?
Please. Taski's got your glove again, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Low, isn't it?
Low numbers. I still don't think that's good. But
Well, I'm getting a higher number, interestingly. That would cheer me up a bit more. I don't think it's foil, because with this machine that would sound more blurry.
got one flag left. It's doing a lot of interference. Oh, it's not coming in.
Tasky's just run off with your glove.
Right there.
God, it's deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not iron.
Oh, it's not iron. It's
I'd be
definitely not
very
iron.
surprised if it were.
That. It's a ring thing.
My favourite thing to find, as you know if you follow my videos, it's a lovely hoop.
That might be an old one as well, actually.
I think it might be, because it's got that faceted side. So
Has it?
I think it's the circularity of it, if that's such a word, that gives these a bigger punch than they deserve, isn't it?
Yeah. That's good depth again, that is. 9 inches.
That's not bad. Both machines.
Yeah.
Very good. Right, Kath, a couple of yours now, I think.
Yeah. I have my glove back now.
Drop. Good boy. Leave it.